Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's French. On target to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Got room to work. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Might as well give it to him again. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's French. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll go to the toss. Got a little space. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. A little rally into the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in Game 2 so far.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
To the air, it's French. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Toss sweep to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up. Man, what a career with that carry. He's now over 4,000 yards.
And he's made this coaching staff look really smart, David, throughout his career, hasn't he? Defenses week in, week out, they load the box. They try.
Beck's going for the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
1st and 10.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Dropping back, it's French. Snagged out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the
and he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really
there he goes. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the lone running back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Marked down at the 42. That's a first down for the offense.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Come on, set.
Rides to back and leaves it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamlin. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's French. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in...
Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rivers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense.
22, water. Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Finds a man on the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Near the 3-yard line.
On on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Unleashes to the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Rivers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. Look out, he's got room. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now the pitch. Got enough for the first. Racing to the right. At the 30. The 10. All the way in for the touchdown.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his man. It's Lawson. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's French. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He'll try to take it back. And he'll take this one all the way to the house, into the end zone for a touchdown. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets the back moving. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the 1st half, and this guy With all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Corners are going to bail. Looking for a man. It's French. That's caught. It's Gary. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he puts through the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rivers. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's McClain. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go! Hey, hustle!
Trying to set the tone with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Bulldozes his way through. Turning it on. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. You want a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking to throw, it's French. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man, it's Gary. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position.
22-1.
Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the catch. It's Gary. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get it.
And that ball's free behind the line.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man, it's French. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got the first down and more. There he goes down the right side. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kansas is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Lawrence deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 30 to Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it in the middle. It's Hamlet. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To throw, it's French. Here's the pressure. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which coach? He's there wearing. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They want to run it left here. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
1st and 10.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually...
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Gary. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Swan. It's picked off, and another empty drive. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try the toss to the left. There he goes. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Swan. They're setting up the screen. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready.
Banner.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Slithers into space. There he goes. The 20. And they're in for a touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. from the gun, the ground game. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Swan. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one.
This team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Dropping back, it's Swan. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Makes it past the marker. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Right back to the well. Got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling one or two guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Floating away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Wants to throw. It's Swann. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Cradles it at the 35. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Speeding down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.